In the dusty heart of 15th century Castile, a child named Isabella was born in 1451. Her early years unfolded in the shadows of a kingdom always on the edge of fracture. Castile was a land of clashing nobles and whispered betrayals, yet Isabella herself was quiet, observant, a girl whose stillness carried more weight than the loudest courtier's voice. Raised in modest surroundings after a succession crisis, Isabella learned young that dignity wasn't given, it was cultivated. She watched her mother navigate uncertainty with an unyielding moral spine, and listened to tutors speak of faith, duty, and the fragile architecture of kingdoms. She came to understand something many rulers never grasp: power without purpose corrodes from within. When her half-brother Henry IV ruled, the court was a maze of factions. Isabella was a pawn by birthright, but she refused to be moved by anyone's hand but her own. She rejected marriages arranged for convenience, negotiating silently until she could choose a husband who would strengthen her position without overshadowing her identity. That man was Ferdinand of Aragon. Their bond became more than a marriage. It was the hinge upon which the future of Spain would turn. In 1474, 2 days after Henry's death, Isabella proclaimed herself queen. When Isabella claimed the throne in 1474, civil war erupted. The War of Castilian Succession, 1475 to 1479. For years she fought not from the saddle but from the soul, organizing, negotiating, and uniting her kingdom with steadfast leadership. Isabella ultimately won this war of succession. Then came the defining struggle of her reign, the final chapter of the Reconquista. The war for Granada was long, filled with sieges and a patience that reshaped the peninsula. When the emirate finally surrendered in 1492, the banners of Castile and Aragon rose over the Alhambra, marking the end of one era and the beginning of another. In that same pivotal year, Isabella supported a bold, uncertain venture led by a Genoese navigator named Christopher Columbus. The voyage would alter continents, empires, and entire worlds, an act of vision shadowed by consequences neither she nor her age fully understood. Isabella was a queen of contradictions, devout yet politically sharp, compassionate yet capable of steel. She reformed justice, strengthened administration, and sought unity in a land fractured for centuries. Yet her pursuit of religious uniformity, through the Inquisition and expulsions, left scars that still echo. When she died in 1504, Europe stood at the threshold of a new age. Her choices had shaped the birth of Spain, the fall of Al-Andalus, and the opening of the Atlantic world. She was a ruler whose quiet resolve forged an empire and whose legacy, for better and for worse, continues to shape our history. See you next time.